안녕하세요. 부자로 가는 한걸음입니다. 평범한 투자자로서 작년에 미국 주식시장을 보면 엔비디아를 필두로 한 AI가 시장을 이끌었다고 볼 수 있습니다. 저도 엔비디아에 일부 투자하고 있는데 그 비중이 많지는 않습니다. 제가 매수할 때에도 이미 너무 고평가되어 있다는 이야기가 있었기에 많이 매수하지 않았는데 그럼에도 불구하고 제가 매수한 이후에도 대략 2배 정도 주가가 상승했습니다. 투자자로서 엔비디아에 추가로 진입하려고 고민하다가도 너무 이미 오른 것은 아닌가, 이미 AI 시장이 고점에 올랐는데 뒤늦게 진입하게 되는 것은 아닌가 하는 의구심이 들어 AI 시장에 대한 앞으로의 전망과 이에 관련되어 투자할 만한 회사가 있는지 지속적으로 공부하게 됩니다. 오늘은 아마존의 컴퓨터 클라우딩 사업을 이끌었던 앤디제시가 AI 시장에서 아마존이 어떻게 나아갈 것인지와 AI 시장에 대한 생각을 이야기하는 인터뷰가 있어서 번역해보았습니다.
I want to start with AI because it seems to be the buzzword of everything. When we were here last year, we were talking about AI, but it was unclear, I think, completely where Amazon was going to play in this AI world. And you now say it is going to change everything and that you have really almost shifted the whole company towards AI in almost every space now.
Yeah, we've been saying it for a while, and I do think that AI is going to transform every customer experience that we know. And, I think a lot of the discussion has been around applications and starting really with ChatGPT, which really caught people's attention. But we think there are 3 big macro areas of the generative AI stack, each of which are gigantic and each of which we're investing deeply in. And, I think of it as at the lowest layer are for people that are building their own large language models. And the 2 things that really matter there is the compute to train the model and to run the predictions of the inferences. And what matters in that is the chip.
Right.
And then the services that you have to actually build models. And we've got very significant investments there. Most of the early AI models have been built by NVIDIA, but supply is more scarce and people are concerned about cost. And so we've built our own custom silicon in AI. We've built a training chip called Trainium and an inference chip called Inferentia that are meaningfully more price performant than what you can find out there. So a lot of the training, a lot of the predictions are going to be done on those chips. And, and then I would say at that middle layer of the stack are for people that are going to actually leverage somebody else's model, but customize it with their own data and then use our features to make it easy as a service. And we built the service called Bedrock. And a lot of the generative AI applications are being built on top of Bedrock because it's the easiest way to build a high-quality generative AI application. Then there's the applications of which, we're building a lot of them ourselves, but the vast majority of those will be built by third parties, and we're optimistic a lot of them will be built on AWS.
Let me ask you about this. Let's talk about large language models because there's just so much focus on it. You have now made investments in Anthropic, which Google has also made an investment in. You're building your own large language model called Olympus. How are you thinking about investing in things like an Anthropic versus trying to build your own?
Well, I think the one thing that we've seen pretty consistently in this relatively early stage of generative AI is that customers want choice. They're learning how to build models. They want different model types for different types of applications and use cases. They want different model sizes because it changes the latency and the cost structure. And so, part of the attraction for so many people of Bedrock, I was just mentioning, is just it has the largest selection of models available. It's got not only models that we build, but also Anthropic and Meta with Llama 2 and Mistral and Cohere and Stability AI. So you have a lot of choices. And then Bedrock makes it really simple to move between models and move between model sizes so that you can actually experiment and get the right quality and latency. We're going to, for us, and we see it with our own, we're building dozens of generative AI applications right now, some of which are launched, others are in development. We find it with our own model builders and our own application builders that sometimes they want to use our own models, sometimes they want to use third-party models, and we're going to give people choice so they can make those decisions.
How important, though, is it for you to catch up on having your own generative AI large language model? Meaning this Olympus project, which has been reported on, how important is that? How far behind do you think you are? What do you have to do to get that to the same level as where Anthropic may very well be or where you believe OpenAI is today?
Well, I mean, first of all, what I would tell you is that this is going to transform virtually every experience we know. It's a gigantic space, and there are going to be a lot of very successful players in it. And if you go talk to enterprises or companies that are using generative AI, they are very excited about what we're building, and more customers are moving to our services. And we're going to have partnerships. We have a very deep partnership with Anthropic. Claude 3, which they released just a few weeks ago, is the best model on the planet right now with the best performance, and it runs best on top of AWS. And so our customers are very excited about that. But at the same time, we have a lot of experience building models at the company. We've been doing it for a long time, and we've been building our own models, and these Titan models we have, we're going to keep building those, and we're going to give people choice.
엔디제시는 클라우드 컴퓨팅 전문가로 제프 베조스에 이어서 아마존의 CEO를 맡고 있습니다. 아마존은 클라우드 분야에서의 업계 1위로 엔디제시는 2003년 클라우드 컴퓨팅의 중요성을 알아보고 아마존 웹 서비스를 출시하였습니다. 클라우드 컴퓨팅이 이렇게 큰 산업이 될 것을 일찌감치 내다보고 업계 1위를 차지하는 능력을 갖춘 엔디제시가 클라우드 이후에 가장 큰 기술계의 혁명으로 생성형 AI가 될 것이라고 이야기하고 있습니다. 엔디제시는 생성형 AI가 아마존 웹 서비스 상에서 붐을 일으킬 것이라고 말하고 있으며 그를 위해서 여러 가지 생성형 AI와 관련된 아마존의 서비스에 대해서 설명하고 있습니다. 24년 4분기 아마존의 어닝 발표를 보면 수익 중 아마존 웹 서비스가 세 번째를 차지하고 있으며 24.2 빌리언의 수익을 기록한 것을 확인할 수 있습니다. 이번 영상에서 말한 것처럼 앞으로 생성형 AI에 많은 기업들이 관심을 가지게 될 것이며 앞으로 이 분야가 더 커질 것이라고 생각한다는 점을 알 수 있습니다. 정확한 주가는 예측할 수 없겠지만 이 분야에서 선두를 차지하는 회사의 주가는 장기적으로 상승할 것이라고 생각되며 아마존 또한 이 분야를 리드하는 기업이 될 가능성이 있지 않을까 생각됩니다. 시킹 알파에서 애널리스트들의 평가를 보면 아마존에 대한 평가는 전반적으로 좋은 것을 알 수 있습니다. 개인적으로는 아마존이 11% 하락하던 다음날 매수했었는데 사실 당시에는 주가가 떨어졌기 때문에 단순한 생각으로 어제보다 11%나 할인된 가격으로 살 수 있네? 라고 생각했기 때문에 매수했었습니다. 지금 생각해보면 주식이라는 것은 물건과 같은 것이 아니어서 11%나 하락한 데에는 분명히 큰 문제가 있기 때문에 하락한 것인데 그런 것을 생각을 못하고 단순한 물건처럼 할인한다고 착각하고 매수했던 것이었습니다. 그에 대한 대가로 꽤나 오랫동안 제 아마존 주식은 마이너스였었고 그동안 저는 팔지도 더 사지도 않고 가만히 있으면서 현재는 30% 정도의 수익을 보고 있습니다. 앞으로의 주가가 어떻게 될지 정확하게 예상하기는 어렵겠지만 아마존이 이 시장에서의 승자가 된다면 언젠가 그 부분도 추가적으로 주가에 반영될 것이라고 생각합니다. 오늘의 영상이 도움이 되었다면 구독, 좋아요, 알림 설정 부탁드립니다. 더 좋은 영상으로 다시 돌아오겠습니다. 감사합니다.